Hey boys and girls, we just went over the anchor chart for comparing and ordering numbers. Now you are going to watch and work along with me on the practice portion of today's lesson. So today the types of questions that we are working with are from very old STAR tests. So you will see tests like this, questions like this, throughout the school year. So we are going to be working with 3 problems today, and then you will go off working on your own. Why don't we go ahead and get started? So for this question, the table below shows the number of each kind of magazine sold in a store during 1 month. As you can see here, we have the title of magazine sold, the types of magazines on the left side of the column, and then number of those magazines sold on the right side. So we have fashion, news, entertainment, and sports, and the numbers that go to each one. So fashion is 1,728, news 1,723, entertainment 2,114, and sports 2,186. So making sure that we understand how to read this table is very important. Now let's continue on with the question. Which list shows the kinds of magazines in order from greatest to least number sold? This is really important. And when it comes to math, it is really important to annotate the question, because if you don't understand the question, how are you going to answer it? So this is what we're going to be doing. On the screen, I am going to be annotating and showing you what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be underlining certain words that are going to help us understand. So usually we would use the system cubes, and we will be going over that once we get further into the school year. So I'm going to start off with underlining important words that are going to help us solve this problem. So which list shows the kinds of magazines in order from greatest to least? Well, what pops out to me the most is knowing that we are finding greatest to least number sold. So I want to be making sure so it looks like it's being listed of the kind of magazine, not the number, but we still need to understand the number in order to find which list is actually correct. So going back, I'm going to be looking at these numbers right here. And from the lesson, we talked about that we always want to read numbers from left to right. So that is what I am going to do right here. So we have fashion, news, entertainment, and sports. I'm looking at the numbers here. Okay. So I'm looking in the thousands place first, and I'm noticing that there are two pairs that have one in the thousands place and 2 in the thousands place. And we're working with greatest to least. So I'm going to be looking at the greatest numbers first. And that looks like entertainment and sports. So I'm going to make sure I have my drawing board right here. So I'm going to be looking at these 2 numbers first. So dot there and a dot there. Okay. Now I've already looked at the thousands place. Now I need to look at the hundreds place, which is the same as well. Well, then I just need to keep going over to the next one. Well, let's look here. Entertainment has a 1 in the tens place value, and sports has an 8 in the tens value. So based off of that, sports has the most numbers sold. So this would have to be first. Now I'm going to double check my options here. So A, sports. That could be an answer. So I'm going to put a check mark right here. B, nope, that wouldn't work. So we're going to go ahead and cross that one out. C, oh, that one has sports too. So we're going to have to be careful. And then D, nope, that is definitely not our answer. So we're going to work on that. So from what we are seeing that sports is definitely number 1. It's going to be listed first. Very good. And then with that, we already know that entertainment would be second. So why don't we go ahead and check our answers here? So with A, we have sports and then entertainment. Okay, that could be our answer. Let's look at C, sports and then fashion. No, that does not work. So by using process of elimination, we were able to find out that the answer to this question is A, because sports came first, and we had to figure that out by looking at each digit in each place value, and then entertainment was second. And A was the only option that showed us that sports and entertainment were in the correct order. We're going from greatest to least. So that is why, for this question, A is the correct answer. So we worked through that pretty well together. So great job. Now we're going to go ahead and erase here so we can go on to the next problem. All right, here's our next problem. I'm going to move this so it's out of our way. Okay. Let's take a look at this question. Which list shows the numbers in order from greatest to least? Okay, so again, I'm going to look at the words that are going to help me solve this problem. So, I'm using my drawing tool. Which list shows the numbers in order from greatest to least? Again, same thing, greatest to least value. Now, because these answer choices are to the side, it's making it a little difficult for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack them. So I'm going to use my little text box feature here, and I am going to, well, why don't we just, so we're going to go over each one. So if this is from greatest to least, so I'm going to start with A. So here we go. I'm going to write 38,945 over 9,052, and then it'll be 9,181. Okay, so this is for A, the first one. So you guys can see this, okay? So we're working on A right now. Okay. All right, I'm looking at it. So it says from greatest to least. Well, 38,000 is a very high number, higher than the other two 9,000 numbers. So that looks good. Then we have for our second one, 9,052. But then look, we have 9,181. This number should be in front of this one because we're going from greatest to least. So A would not be our option. So we are going to get rid of that because A does not work. Oh. So let's try B now. I'm going to go to B. We're going to do blue. All right, so we have 6,912. Then we have 29,113. Oh, I'm just going to stop right here because look, we went from 6,000 to 29, and we're going from greatest to least. I can automatically say B is not correct. So I'm going to exit that out. Let's get my eraser. Here we go. Let's look at C now. Go in order. So we have 58,702. Then we have 50,716. Then we have 581. Remember, it's really important to line up your numbers based on place value. So that is why, as you are looking at the screen, I am making sure in the hundreds place, the hundreds place value are lining up with the hundreds place value along with the 10,000s, thousands, tens, and ones. So this looks pretty good. We have 58, so we're going from greatest to least. So we have 58,702, that was first. Then 50,716, which is second. Then 581 as a third. This could be our answer. However, we always want to double check just to make sure. So why don't we go ahead and look at D now. D we're going to have be in purple. So we're going to do 6,092. Then 60,019. Oh, I'm going to stop right there. That makes no sense. So C is our correct answer. C is our correct answer because we were labeling from greatest to least. And we always, when we are reading and writing, we always go from left to right when we are answering and writing questions. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and erase this. This was problem number 2, and we are going to finish up with problem 3 next. Last one for today, and then you'll be going off on your own and practicing. So this question right here, there's a lot of information here, so we're going to take it one step at a time. So it says, the list shows 3 clues about a number. Okay, I see 3 bullet points. Here's the clues. The number is greater than 85,629. Okay, so I'm going to use this because it's going to be greater. The one number is going to be greater than this, greater than that. Second, the number is less than 88,231. Interesting. Less than this number. So it's in between these 2 numbers here. But wait, there's one more clue. The number has a digit greater than 6 in the hundreds place value. Ooh, interesting. Greater than 6 in the hundreds place. That's really important information. So now I'm reading the actual question. Which of these could be the number described? Okay, well, based off of the clues, it's going to be greater than 85,000. So 629. So let's go ahead and look at our answer choices. Well, here's 85,000. Oh, there's a 6 here. There's a 6 in the tens place, which matches the number here. Oh, and then the tens place value matches the one over here. But look, 5 is less than 9. And our clue clearly states that the number that we're going to find is going to be greater than this. So G cannot be our answer. But F, H, and J might be. So we're going to need to be careful. Okay, so we're saying now the number is less than 88,231. Okay, so it's less. So let's take a look. We have 88,000, 88,000. Okay, then we have 165, 231. Is 165 less than 231? Yes. This could be our answer, but we don't know for sure yet. So we are going to double check because this clue right here, the number has a digit greater than 6 in the hundreds place. Ooh, let's take a look. Here's the hundreds place. Is it greater than 6? No. So we are going to have to cross out F because that is not our answer. Now it's between H and J. Okay. H, we have 88,930. Ooh, okay. Let's take a look because one of our clues, the number is less than 88,231. Ooh, this number looks too big because we need to go through. We need to go through. I lost my train of thought. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. All right, so the hundreds place value is really big compared to this. And according to this clue, it says that we have to be less than this. This is overboard. So we have to exit out. So then that leaves J to be our answer. Well, let's double check to make sure. So 87, okay, so it is less than this, but greater than 85,000. Okay, so that works. The number has a digit greater than 6 in the hundreds place. That's 7. It matches. So J is our answer. It is really important to always double check our answers to make sure that we are finding the correct one. Well, very well done. Thank you for following along with me with this PowerPoint presentation. Now, it is time to go off on your own and work on the practice portion in the Schoology website. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.